What if artificial intelligence could predict the future? Let's explore this idea and see what it could mean for all of us. Imagine a world where we know what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, or even years ahead. Artificial intelligence could analyze huge amounts of data and find patterns that humans can't see. With this power, it could predict events with incredible accuracy. But how would this change our lives? Think about medicine. Artificial intelligence could study billions of medical records and detect when someone is likely to get sick. Doctors wouldn't just treat diseases. They could stop them before they even start. Imagine catching cancer so early that it's no longer deadly, or knowing months in advance when a flu outbreak will happen so people can prepare. This would save millions of lives and reduce suffering everywhere. Hospitals could plan better, and medicine could become more affordable because fewer people would need urgent care. The whole way we think about health could change. Now, consider natural disasters like earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods. Artificial intelligence could predict these events days or even weeks ahead. Communities would have time to prepare. People could evacuate safely, and emergency services could be ready to help. Lives would be saved, and property damage could be reduced. Imagine knowing exactly when and where a hurricane will hit so that people can get out of harm's way. Entire cities could be designed with this knowledge in mind, making them safer and more resilient. In the financial world, predicting the future could create massive opportunities. If artificial intelligence could tell which stocks will rise or fall, some people could become incredibly wealthy. But this could also create big problems. A few people or companies might control this technology, giving them an unfair advantage. The gap between the rich and poor could grow even larger. Markets might become unstable because everyone is trying to act on predictions at the same time. It's a double-edged sword that could reshape the global economy. Governments could use predictive artificial intelligence to anticipate events like elections, protests, or even wars. This might help maintain peace and stability, but it could also lead to misuse. Imagine leaders using this power to stay in control, suppress dissent, or monitor citizens' every move. The balance between safety and personal freedom would become a huge issue. People might start to wonder if they are truly free when their actions are being predicted and monitored all the time. On a personal level, life would change in fascinating and maybe unsettling ways. Artificial intelligence could predict your career path, your relationships, and even your daily choices. At first, this might seem exciting, but knowing your future could make life feel less adventurous. The joy of surprises and the thrill of the unknown might disappear. Would people still take risks or dream big if they felt their future was already decided? Relationships could also be affected. If you knew the exact day you'd meet your soulmate, would you wait for it? Or would it take the magic out of falling in love? There's also the risk of predictions being wrong. No system is perfect, not even artificial intelligence. False alarms about disasters or incorrect health predictions could cause panic or harm. If people rely too much on predictions, they might stop thinking for themselves. This could make society less creative and more dependent on machines. When the technology fails, the results could be disastrous. Another big question is about fairness and ethics. If artificial intelligence predicts crimes before they happen, what should we do? Can we punish someone for something they haven't done yet? This idea raises tough questions about free will and justice. It's not just about whether the prediction is correct, but also about whether it's fair to act on it. How would we feel if our futures were judged by a machine? But let's not forget the positive possibilities. Education could be transformed. Artificial intelligence could identify each student's strengths and weaknesses early on, helping them learn in the best way possible. Schools could adapt to each child's needs, making learning more effective and enjoyable. Students who struggle might get the help they need before falling behind, and those who excel could be challenged in new ways. This could unlock the potential of millions of kids around the world. When it comes to the environment, artificial intelligence could help us fight climate change. It could predict the long-term effects of our actions today, showing us the best ways to reduce pollution and protect the planet. Governments and businesses could focus their efforts on strategies that make the biggest difference. We might finally find a way to slow down global warming and preserve the Earth for future generations. Even with all these possibilities, there are challenges we must face. Who would control this technology? How do we make sure it's used for good and not for harm? And how do we handle the emotional and social impact of knowing the future? These are questions we'd need to answer carefully. So what if artificial intelligence could predict the future? The idea is thrilling, but it also comes with risks and responsibilities. It could solve some of humanity's biggest problems, but it could also create new ones. The future isn't just about technology. It's about the choices we make and the kind of world we want to create. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.